Hi guys, how are you? I've come to talk about this statement with like throwing at people who make statements or comments about our children that we are not comfortable with, and we are so quick to tell them, my child, my rules. I think there is something wrong with this statement because the child you are saying is your child, your rules, somewhere, somehow, I must end up being affected. Because in society, if you're raising a child that is not going to marry some other person's daughter or marry some other person's son, or is not going to be my future leader, or you're actually not raising, you're raising your child. Is going to stay your child. You're not raising a future leader, a future husband, a future wife, a future society person who is going to make decisions that will affect me tomorrow. That's when you will make statements like, my child, my rules. If you are very okay and ready to confine your child where my child won't find them, study with them and be affected by what you are instilling in them, that is when you can comfortably say, my child, my rules. So if you are going to confine your child in your home, uh, school, homeschool your child at home, and they are not going to meet mine at school, then your child, your rules. But you realize that many of us, when we were growing up, we were a child of society. And today, we are so much worried about what the world has become, yet we are the cause of it. Because we were society's children, in that whenever I did something, that even when my parents were not aware of it, but someone gets to see it or know it, I know I am doomed. I knew any other adult can can discipline me. Any other adult can take action on my wrong decisions or the things they found me doing wrong, whether they knew me or not. It was a societal thing, but we are choosing to make it a personal thing. What your child does, it's your business, and how they behave, how they look, how they appear is your business. You want to show that other people, it shouldn't be their concern, while in actual sense, as human beings, whether we like it or not, those things will end up affecting us. Whether it's your child doing it, you are not only going to be affected as you, because at the end of the day, they will meet ours. At the end of the day, what they pass on is on to others. At the end of the day, our children will copy what those ones are doing. At the end of the day, they will become our leaders, whether we like it or not. At the end of the day, they are going to become, we cannot avoid that. The earlier we get to know this, the better. As parents, the better. Even if you choose to say, I will raise my children a particular way, and you ignore other people's children or any other child that is making a mistake in the pretext of, it is not my business, it's their child, their rules, my child, my rules, my home, my rules, stuff like that. At the end of the day, that is why we are living a life of I don't care, but we end up being all affected. So for me, I think, let's go back to the societal thing of doing things somehow, somewhere. I know it may not apply entirely from the way our people used to do it, because society has gotten spoiled. Even the would be corrector may be a potential harm to your child. But I'm trying to say, let's quit giving that when people try to correct our children, and we shouldn't be quick to start saying, my child, my rules. It's not your business, it's not your why, especially when they're speaking the truth. Let us learn to take in criticism positively. Let's learn to accept that we can make mistakes. We need to parent these children as a society, especially here in Africa. If we are going to preserve our values, we must do it as a society. You cannot raise a child and entirely make them what you want them to be alone. It is even worse today. We are not there. Our children are being raised by maids, they're being raised by other people. It's supposed to be a collective responsibility. They're being taken care of by teachers. They are in the daycares. And so when you stand and say how I choose to do with my child or behave with my child, or what my child chooses to do is not your business, I think we are not looking at the bigger picture. So parents of today, let's quit throwing that statement at people. Let's quit throwing it at people, and let's make it our business when anybody or everyone is straying, no matter whether it's your child or not, because we are not going to confine our children in a place where they won't meet those other bad children, or where they won't meet the wrong vices. So to cut them out of society, let us make it a collective responsibility and raise our children right for the better tomorrow. Thank you and bye bye.